The thing about songwriting is the best that you can do is sing about something that you care about and be honest and not be afraid, and continue to sing it in your shows in a way that feels real and be genuine. The more that you do that, the more people you reach, and the deeper that well can be dug. My name is Jillette Johnson, and my album is called Water in a Whale. So this is where I made Water in a Whale. This is a recording studio in Times Square called Rewind Studios. And this room is where we made most of the record and distracted ourselves with games. We stayed in the bed and held on. If I could. So I started learning how to play piano when I was 5 or 6, and I was really bad at it. I started writing songs when I was 8, and that's when I started adjusting the way that I played piano. It wasn't so much about learning how to play other people's songs, it was about discovering how to play my own songs. And then I finally got to a point in my life that I felt ready to really share those songs in a big way. So the songs on this last record, on Water in a Whale, which is also my first record, were written over the span of about a year, and they were plucked out of a group of a lot of other songs that I'd written that year. So it actually didn't take too long to write, except it also took my whole life. I have been playing shows since I was 12, but I didn't go on tour until after this record was done. You learn a lot about yourself as a performer when you go on tour, and I think I'm a much different artist now. There's something that happens when you play a show every night. You start to be able to almost like be in a hypnosis state when you play, but in a really great way. And then you can push yourself a lot farther. And then you understand the psychology of an audience a lot better. I think that going on tour has taught me how to be more of an entertainer, but also be more myself on stage. I wrote Cameron about a friend of mine who's transgendered, who is very young, very brave, and obviously inspiring because I wrote a song about him. He was born a girl and transitioned into being a boy, so the opposite story of Cameron. When I sing Cameron, I am singing about my friend, but I'm also really singing about myself, because I think it often doesn't matter where you come from or how you represent yourself to the world. Everybody is a little bit of an outsider. And I certainly have felt like an outsider my whole life in a lot of ways. These days the world is full of aliens. I have been working a little bit with an organization called Hey Ugly, which promotes anti-bullying and anti-self-bullying throughout schools, and has set up some really unique organizations within the school, or programs within the school, that allow kids to have sources of support, to rely on each other, to help protect each other, to figure out the things that they're good at so that they have a passion and a focus, and that they realize the world is bigger than middle school and high school and elementary school, and you're going to be fine. Just keep doing the thing that you want to do, and that will hold you. You're a star, a light where there is dark. Oh, yeah, I've met some really incredible people around the country who are transgendered, or who are gay, or who just relate to the story of Cameron, because it's more than a song about a transgendered kid. And it's very emotional, and sometimes it scares me because you realize the power of your words, and you can reach real people with real stories, and tap into something pretty amazing. So I decided that I wanted to have a lyric video for Cameron, and I loved the idea of writing down the lyrics and flipping through it in a notebook. And then I loved the idea of it kind of being this like campy, looks like a kid did it, flamboyant looking book. So to achieve that, I got glitter nail polish, glitter paint, glitter eyeshadow, glitter, everything. And I spread it all over my apartment. And then for a week, it took me a week to make this lyric book. It's just writing out the words, but I mean every spot of every page was filled with glitter and just color and personality. And then I just filmed flipping the book with my hands on my phone. Yeah, I want to stay on the road as much as I can. I think it's really important for being able to make new fans and figure out who my fans are now and have a personal connection with them. And also it feeds my soul, and I feel like myself when I'm on tour. At the same time, I would love to get to a place where I solidly know what my next album is going to look like. That's the short version. Obviously, the goals that I have are incredibly lofty. I'm a stupidly ambitious person. No achievement is too small, and no achievement is too big. But I think that what I've learned over the past year is, in order to get to those really high peaks, it just takes like going out every day, playing shows, playing my songs, meeting new people. I'm Jillette Johnson. Look for me on Last.fm.